Whiskey and Old Rants.
Not really a rant. More of a glorious, glorious happening.
I'm not going to read that. Social commentary on a recent event that you may or may not have heard of if you've used the internet at any point in the last 4 days.
Yeah. Or, you know, if you read a newspaper in 3 weeks.
Yeah. Or if you have eyes, you may have noticed that there's been a little bit of a kerfuffle about certain naked women and their photographs being hacked from iCloud, which is an Apple-owned product.
Yeah.
These photographs were leaked onto 4chan by someone claiming to have many, many more, along with videos of certain celebrities. And they were asking for donations in Bitcoin. Apparently they went to TMZ first. And TMZ didn't offer them enough money.
Yeah.
So they went, well, fuck it, we'll just put some out for free.
Yeah.
And then get Bitcoins. And apparently they made a lot of money from Bitcoins.
Really?
Like 5 figures easy.
Really? God damn.
From donations. But, anyway, invasion of privacy or just good fortune?
It's a tough one, isn't it? These photos were never intended to be made public. That much is clear. But this is the digital age, and these are high-profile people. There is always the chance that photo's going to be made public. Every so often on Twitter, you get a random, mistakenly posted photo, don't you?
Hayley Williams from Paramore, for example.
Yes.
Who posted up a picture of it. Knockers.
Yeah.
Yeah, completely right. That's
the digital age. Now this, obviously, slightly more vicious. Just so you know, from me personally, the best release of these was Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst is the only one we knew.
Yeah.
We've got a list of celebrities here. I'm going to throw out some names. All right.
You know what? I recognise 3 names on that list.
I don't recognise any of them except for Kirsten Dunst. No, sorry, Olivia Munn. I also recognise.
I don't know who that is.
Olivia Munn is the lass from The Newsroom. But good actress, nice looking girl. And Mary Elizabeth Winstead, who was the chick from Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
I never watched that, but I could probably recognise the DVD cover. For me, Kirsten Dunst. Jennifer Lawrence, I knew who she was.
She was the main focal point of this.
She was.
She's had the most pictures released. They're threatening that they've got videos of her doing disgusting things. She was the biggest profile name. Yeah. You know, she's fucking...
Yeah, she's out there right now.
Yeah. She was in Hunger Games. She was in something else.
Oh, X-Men.
X-Men. And yeah, you know, she's been voted the most attractive woman in the history of the universe or whatever.
They love her. And rightfully so. She seems like a nice lass from what I've seen.
And what you tell me, she's genuinely a nice person.
Yeah, from the interviews I've seen of her, she seems genuine and fun, which makes this a little bit sadder that, you know, her pictures have been leaked. The only other one I really knew of was I saw the name earlier, Kate Upton. But
no idea.
I know the name, but I don't know who she is.
No idea. Brie Larson, no idea. Hope Solo.
Oh yeah, Brie Larson. But there's a bit of thing about whether or not that's fake.
Yeah. Well, I don't think she exists. I don't think the name. Fucking Ariana Grande, apparently she's a singer. Melissa Benoist, no idea. Teresa Palmer, no idea. Selena Gomez, is that the one who was Justin Bieber's girlfriend?
Justin Bieber's a dyke?
No, Justin Bieber's girlfriend. Justin Bieber is a boy.
Oh.
Anyway, the majority of these names are celebrities in... Unless we're massively out of touch.
Yeah.
Celebrities in the loosest sense of the word.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple of people from Glee and fucking whatever else. But Jennifer Lawrence seems to be the focal point of it. Now, I went on a rant on this and fucking read it. I totally agree that despite your level of fame, you should always have a degree of privacy. Regardless of how famous you are, there are certain things that you should be able to keep to yourself and not have to worry about people taking.
Yes.
But this is the point I want to make. There were 2 articles in The Guardian. Guardian's a paper I read because it's generally quite level with its news reporting, but they've got a comment section. A comment is free section.
Yeah.
Which is massively pro-feminism, anti-privilege.
Yes.
Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which are good causes, but these fucking idiots, they just... Like, for example, the one written by Roxanne Gay, which is a fantastic name if you're pushing for privilege. She starts off her article with, privacy is a privilege. It is rarely enjoyed by women or transgender men or women, queer people or people of colour. When you are an other, as in anyone who isn't straight, white and male, you are always in danger of having your body or some other intimate part of yourself exposed in one way or another.
What?
Apparently, Yeah, so yeah, the examples offered is a stranger touching a pregnant woman's belly, a man walking down the street telling a woman to smile or cheer up, teenagers driving by a person of colour on the sidewalk shouting racist slurs. And that's her example, right? And quickly before we start commenting on that one, there's another one. This is one that really fucked me off by Van Badham, who ends her article with the following. There are suggestions that prosecution may result not only for the hacker of the photos, but also for those who view and share them. Good. To excuse viewing the images just because they are available is deplorable. It's the equivalent of creepily hiding in a wardrobe because a conversation may be taking place you'd be interested in or be able to overhear. She equivalates earlier in the article that viewing the pictures is exactly the same as stalking or sexual predation. Looking at a fucking picture is the same as stalking.
Now, is he saying looking at this picture is the same as stalking because it's a picture of a naked woman, or because those pictures were private?
Both. It's the invasion of privacy, which I totally get.
Yep.
And it's because they're women.
Yeah.
And the argument is that by proxy, because anyone who viewed the pictures, they by proxy demanded the pictures were stolen in the first place because there's an audience for it.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah. Of course there is.
Yeah. So me and you, who have viewed the pictures, we're to blame for the stealing of the pictures because we are the intended audience.
Are we also to blame for those pictures being taken in the first place?
They were taken.
If the photos were
taken... No, the photos weren't taken for us. They were stolen for us.
Right. So who took the photos?
If we didn't want to see them, the photos would never have been stolen. That's the argument.
But who would have taken the photos?
The photos would still have been taken by these people. Presumably for the person they were having a romance with at the time.
So, nah. Nah.
My argument with this is that...
It's bullshit.
It's bollocks. Alright? The issue they're claiming is that if you viewed the photos, you're to blame for them being stolen.
Yeah.
If you're a white male and straight, you're to blame because you're part of the reason that women are oppressed. And these photos are an extra tool in the oppression of women. They're to remind these girls in these photos, these unfortunate celebrities, that they're property and that the patriarchy will own them in any way. They got to a certain level of fame and we had to knock them back down, which is why the photos were stolen. That's the argument made in these articles.
Well,
and it's
that's
bollocks.
Obviously not what it is at all, is it?
No, it's not.
There are people out there,
yeah.
And these celebrities, what can you tell me about each and every single one of them?
Apart from Kirsten Dunst, Olivia Munn, and now Jennifer Lawrence, because I researched that after seeing the pictures. I went, who the fuck's that?
Yeah.
I would think I would have known her because everyone was losing their minds.
Yeah.
Everyone was like, oh my god, Jennifer Lawrence, or J-Law, as they've shortened it. So I thought I must have known her and looked at them and I was like, I don't have any idea who you are.
But what do they have in common?
They're celebrities and they're female.
And?
They're naked.
They're pretty. People are attracted to pretty people. And you've got to kind of guess that these people are famous not only on their acting skills, but because they are a sellable face.
Yeah, totally.
They are a product.
Yeah.
And there's no way of getting around that. As soon as you sell yourself to media in any way or form, be it an artist playing in a band, be it a newsreader, be it an actor, you are a product. And your entire existence is then promotion, right?
Right.
You want people to want to watch you, listen to you, see you.
Yeah. But not necessarily naked in the privacy of your own home.
But that's how it starts. You are a product. The more you like a product, the more, I'm going to say infatuated, but that's not the word I'm looking for.
Yeah.
You become wanting more, don't you? And I don't mean this as a kind of creepy. You want to hear the next album. You want to see the next film they've done.
Exactly.
And of course, you grow attached to these people.
That's my argument on it.
Yeah.
Right? Is that, of course, there's a small minority of any fucking group who do it for shitty reasons. The main thread where someone collected all these photographs of all these celebrities and put it up onto one mirrored thread. It kept getting shut down by a lot of sites who were fucking pulling them off. Like, we're not talking an insignificant amount of interest. We're talking millions of views.
Yeah.
Millions of people have clicked to look at these pictures. All right? It's not a subset. It's not a small group of women haters.
Yeah.
It's not a small group of 15-year-olds. This is fucking big.
Yeah.
A lot of people are looking at this. And do you know why they're looking at it? Because sex sells.
Yeah.
They're looking because it's naked pictures of pretty women they've seen on the big screen.
Yeah.
Or on television. Or heard their music. Right? It's got nothing to do with clicking on the link, rubbing their hands with glee at the thought of oppressing women. That's fucking nothing to do. That's not their agenda.
That's the last thing.
They want to see a pair of famous tits.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's all it is.
And some of them were damn good.
Oh yeah, you know, they're fucking attractive and picked for their attractiveness for a reason.
Yeah. How do you feel for the celebrities?
For the celebrities, well, I'll get into that in a sec because I've got a fucking whole lot of shit to say about it. But for as an example of how this has been responded, right? Kate Nibbs from Gizmondo wrote an article on this about how the invasion of privacy and the files have been released and fucking rah rah rah. Her language used was, shall we say, not promoting the worth of the men who may have viewed it.
Right.
Using phrases such as, exactly hackers got their pathetic pervy hands on the photos, the snot-gobbling basement drillers, which is pretty good, to be honest, hoping they could somehow erase the deep-rooted pettiness of their lives, and no matter how they did it, the flaccid-dicked trash cans who hacked the photos.
Well,
Right?
if you're
Now, I'm guessing she's got an agenda with that language.
not only that, but I'm guessing if you're looking at these photos,
Yeah.
you're going to be anything but flaccid.
Absolutely.
So, like, was there irony in that, or
No, the irony is the fact that when Anthony Weiner, the congressman, who was sending pictures of his dick to people using Snapchat, her article then suggested the fact that he's a fucking idiot for taking pictures of his dick and sending it to people.
Oh, okay. So she's she's non-biased at least.
Oh no, totally. You know, the fact that he took photographs on Snapchat, which is suggested to be
Anonymous in the fact.
anonymous in the fact that the photographs are then deleted, and he was sending them out with the intention that they're not going to get released to the public, and then they get released to the public. It's his fault. He shouldn't have taken them. He shouldn't have sent them. He shouldn't be doing it. But when women are taking photographs of themselves and using things like iCloud to store them, and they're discovered,
It's a completely different.
then it's a complete invasion of privacy, and anyone who looks at them is a dirtbag.
Yeah.
Just saying, Miss Nibbs.
You're a bit of a prick.
Yes. Try and hold a balanced stance when you're fucking reporting.
Yeah.
You're a fucking journalist. Where's your integrity?
Well,
Dick.
What upsets me more is most of these articles that you've just discussed were all from The Guardian.
No, one's from Gizmondo.
Oh.
The first two are from The Guardian.
Right.
That one's from Gizmondo.
Okay, so two of the three were from The Guardian.
Yeah. And there are articles from like Jezebel and fucking BuzzFeed and all this sort of shit where there are not so much pro arguments, there are lots of arguments against.
Yeah.
Obviously. Because this thing, as much as we're fucking ripping on it, the point is, it is an invasion of privacy. I do feel for these girls because they clearly didn't want these photos to make public. And we're not dismissing that. They were hacked and someone fucked up. Whether it's iCloud for having shit security, the hacker for having the ability to for social engineer these passwords, right? The websites that hosted these photos to have them downloaded and distributed. Someone fucked up. Who didn't fuck up was the public.
Yeah.
We're just clicking on things we've been told. Do you want to see Jennifer Lawrence naked? Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not?
So we're not to blame for this. We were fucking offered something on a plate and we took it.
Do you want to read a hypocritical news article about a leak? Sure, I'll read that. Exactly. In the same way that I'll get off on tits, I'll get angry on shit bollocks journalism.
Yeah.
So
you have to be consistent in your anger.
Yeah.
You have to be as much as the Anthony Weiner thing, right? Yes, he's a congressman, which is different to being a celebrity. He shouldn't be sending pictures of his dick to anyone. And there's the argument you can spin. And his things weren't hacked; they were just released by the person he sent them to.
Yeah.
Right?
So that was a bigger.
That's a bigger
breach
deal.
of trust.
It's a bigger breach of trust. But at no point was the woman called into question.
Yeah.
She didn't go to the authorities. She fucking released it to the media.
Yeah.
And he was called out on it for being a dick. And his thing was, shouldn't have done it. But when these women, who are well within their rights to take photographs of themselves, when their pictures are discovered, we're to blame.
Yeah.
Not hackers, men at large, all men who ever viewed it. We're to blame. Fuck off.
I mean,
dicks. It makes me so angry.
The celebrities themselves.
Yeah.
They've handled it in different ways. Some are still not commenting, which is fine. Some are saying it's terrible, fine. Some are making a joke of it, fine. Some are lying, which is amazing. Because this is a hornet's nest.
Yeah.
The last thing you do is prod it. If you go out there and say the photos that have just been leaked are fake, there is no way that is me, and someone thinks it's you, people are going to try and prove you wrong.
This is what happened to Victoria Justice.
Yes.
Same thing. I don't know who Victoria Justice is. I don't know what she's been in. Fucking whatever. But a photo was leaked of her. It was clearly fake. She fucking picked the hornet's nest, as you say, by coming out on Twitter and making a joke about it. She's nipped this in the bud or something. Pun intended.
Yeah.
That phrase. That's fair enough. And then the hacker released another 20 photos of her. Possibly in revenge.
Yeah.
And again, the guy who stole them, he's a dick. Right? He's looking to profit from pictures he had no right to have.
Yeah.
The reason he did it is because he can make money off it. People viewing them don't make money off it.
No.
We've got nothing to gain except for looking at some tits.
And we're looking at some of them now. In fact, we're looking at a pair of them. And these weren't even in the leaked, actually.
No.
My personal interest was Kirsten Dunst. She is, by all means, the most attractive woman in the world to me.
Right.
And when hers got released, more than being aroused, I was actually more impressed with how cute she looked and how nice she looked.
So you were aesthetically pleased?
Yes.
Right.
Also, that fucking smile she had in that photo, it was amazing. That is the woman you want to live with.
Slightly creepy.
It is getting slightly, but you know, you're like, there was nothing like overly sexy. She wasn't shoving anything up her. It was her lying on a bed, kind of.
Yeah.
Here's a photo, and her response was quite amusing. What was?
Thanks, iCloud.
Yeah, thank you, iCloud. A little pizza and a little poo.
Yeah, as in pizza shit.
Yeah, that's funny. She's done it well.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that right now she's released videos. Like, she's in a movie.
Melancholia.
Yeah.
The Melancholia where she's completely naked.
And stroking herself.
Not stroking herself in a...
Yeah. Like,
she's just putting her hand down her body.
Which is a lot more sexual than the photos released.
Yeah.
Admittedly, this you could say is for art.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's still, privacy has been breached. But she is out there.
So are you saying that if the world has already seen you naked, to then breach your privacy to take more pictures of you naked is not a big deal?
No, I think that's not what I'm trying to get at. What I'm trying to get at is the damage was done. There are other methods of seeing her topless. I can imagine she was irate, massively upset, but she's gone with the flow. She could write an angry Twitter and say, this is really sad, like, I'm really upset, which is fine.
But she took it with some grace.
Yeah.
I'll agree with that.
And, you know, a couple of others have done it really well.
But again, people react different. Jennifer Lawrence, her lawyers are getting involved. That I understand, because she's a massive star. A lot of the pictures released were of her, and there's been threats from these people that they've got videos, which clearly she doesn't want the world to see.
No.
So the fact that she's getting the lawyers involved, it's not the wrong response. I understand why she's doing it. What I think the wrong response is,
shaming.
You know, no, I'm not. I'm going to withdraw that. There is no wrong response.
I mean,
I think deniability is the wrong way.
Yeah.
Because as you say, people will try and fucking prove you wrong.
Yeah. And then all you've become is a liar.
Yeah, but I can understand why they deny it.
Yeah. You got to wonder, is this the work of Jennifer Lawrence, or is it the work of her legal team?
With what the work?
The work to get, you know, people involved and get them removed.
Oh, totally a PR team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
they probably confirmed to her first. Yeah, shall we sue them? Yes.
Yeah.
But I would imagine that it was instigated by her team.
Do you think they'll get them?
Yeah.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think someone's going to go down for this.
Yeah.
They caught the dude who did the Scarlett Johansson ones. He got that fucking 10 years.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, look, we've been dribbling on for a bit now. What we're trying to say is that it's not... I understand that these days everything has to be somehow oppressive to a minority. Whether it's against women, homosexuals, transgender people, fucking the religious.
Yeah, going back on what you were saying, when you said the worst response to this.
Yeah.
The worst response to this is not the response of the public. It is not the response of the hacker. It is not the response of the people who have been publicly humiliated. Yeah. It is the response of people like this who push their shitty agenda.
Absolutely. The fucking... this dick. Van Badham, right?
Who
Van Badham's the one who says...
is quite money. What a shocker.
Fuck. Now, if she ever sees this, all she's going to respond from this entire rant is, and they called me ugly.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's why no one's leaking her nudes.
In the article where she suggests anyone who views these pictures should be prosecuted under the full extent of the law, in the title of her article includes the phrase, "Click on Jennifer Lawrence's naked pictures." It's clickbait.
Yeah.
You're using the subject of your fucking anger to generate views.
Yeah.
You're therefore spreading the word of these pictures' existence to people who may not have heard of them in the first place.
Yeah.
So who's to blame for spreading them?
Yeah.
Two pricks sitting on a sofa in Basildon? Or you, writing for The Guardian?
Yeah. You sicken me, Van Bedham.
Yeah. That's what fucks me up. Because this is going to go into... I want to hold back a bit because we're going to do one on journalism. Games journalism. And that's the same fucking deal. It's dishonesty amongst the press to push an agenda. Sorry your photos got leaked. Sorry we looked at them. It's not our fault. Get fucked.
One of the positive aspects of this
Yeah.
is a lot of the people that were on the fappening donated.
That's
Did
a
you
great name for a fucking
Yeah.
thread, isn't it?
Did you hear about the donations?
The donations?
They donated
To...
one of Jennifer Lawrence's suggested donating places. You know, it's like if you want to give money, you could give these. So it was one of her
Support each other.
yeah,
Right.
and they gave quite a lot of money. PFC,
PCF.
so water.org.
Water.org.
So
People are donating to
give free water, to give water, safe
to
water.
kids who don't have
Yeah,
water.
and they all donated under the name The Fappening.
And how much did they raise?
It was quite a lot of money from what I understand.
Hold on, go up. Because there was one about PCF that said they didn't want donations. Since PCF doesn't want our donations. So they actually turned them down.
Oh, so they want to donate to...
Okay, so we're going to donate to PCF. And then they gave it instead to water.org because PCF didn't want donations based on... So hold on. You collect money for prostate cancer. Prostate cancer is something that affects a fair amount of people.
Yeah.
Men.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck, I'm getting anti-feminist here. So it's a cancer that men suffer from.
Yep.
Because to the best of my biological knowledge, women don't have prostates.
They could have one if they've got a head mate that's male.
True, I've got my head mates.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the Fappening,
Yeah.
a very popular Reddit thread, right?
Even more popular now.
They've got 138,000 subscribers. And they said that as a thank you, not as a thank you,
Yeah.
but almost as an apology
Yeah.
for Jennifer Lawrence's photos being leaked, they went to a charity that Jennifer Lawrence supported,
Yep.
in this case Prostate Cancer Foundation, or Prostate Cancer Fund, and collected a massive amount of donations to give to this site. Now they refused it. They said, no, we don't want your money because we don't agree with how it's been collected. Pretty sure your fucking patients want it, mate.
Yeah, exactly. You know, what if that was the donation amount that could swing the battle in cancer?
We're sorry you've got cancer. We could have given you some treatment, but unfortunately the money came from a group of people who looked at some naked pictures of celebrities. So we're not going to take those foundations and you can sit and rot.
Sickening.
Fucking idiots.
There's
There's a time to stick to your principles and there's a time to take the money and run.
Yeah.
You're a fucking cancer foundation, you take the money.
Yeah. That annoys me. That annoys me almost more than the bad journalism, because this is something good coming out of something bad and them still knocking it back. And that is absolutely disgusting. There was another good thing that come out of this. The hashtag We Love You Jennifer or something. Have you heard about that?
We love you, Jennifer.
Or Justice for Jennifer.
Right.
Have you seen that?
Is this the one where people were taking pictures of themselves topless?
Yes.
In solidarity?
Yes.
That's another 4chan thing. 4chan started it.
Did they really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. They know their shit. They really fucking do. Yeah, so quite a lot of topless photos come about from that.
Over 150.
So
And there's more. There's a bigger
If you
list.
click on
There's a
that,
bigger list.
are
There's
you
more
still
to come.
scum?
If you click on the photos?
Yeah.
No.
Is that still oppressing?
No, if we click on the photos and view them,
Yeah.
we're literally stalkers.
Right.
We're literally sexually violating these people.
Okay.
Right? If we don't click on them, but we are white, straight, and male, we're part of the reason the photos were stolen in the first place.
Yeah.
Because we're the target audience. So, because clearly the point of these photos was to oppress the female race. Or species,
Yeah.
or gender, whatever the fuck you call yourselves these days. But, here's a question for you. Millions of views for the main thread of all these collated photos, right? How many of those people you think were black? How many you think were Islamic? How many were women?
Yeah. How many were gay?
How many were Asian?
Yeah. How many were gay?
Yeah.
Male gay.
Yeah.
Female gay.
Exactly. How many were...
How many were ableist? Handicapable, or whatever you want to call them this week.
Yeah.
How many were dragons?
Yeah. But,
Like-
you know, but it's like, what, you think every view is a fucking white straight male?
Yeah.
Really? Is that how this works?
Did she see any of them?
Who?
This prick.
I'm hoping not, because if she viewed them, she's basically buried herself.
Yeah.
I'm guessing she didn't.
Well, by the looks of her, she's buried herself in cake.
Yes.
We don't like her.
No, I've put a Reddit rant up about it already.
Yeah.
Blaming her for fucking spreading the news.
Did you
But-
see the reaction on NoFap?
What, where people just fell like flies?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
That was amazing.
Fucking dropping. Yeah, I've just seen the Jennifer Lawrence pictures and I've just fucking raped myself silly. I mean, we're rambling on now. I'm going to try and cut it into something that's concise.
Yeah.
And I think we've said all we want to say. The leaked photos, it's a shame they were leaked. I feel bad for the people whose photos were taken and spread with the world.
Yes.
But the reason why people were looking at them is because it's celebrity tits, not because we're trying to oppress them, not because we're trying to rape them. It's just a fucking... Marilyn Monroe, she took... and this was, you know, back in Marilyn Monroe's day.
Yeah.
So, like, naked celebrities were a rarity.
Mm.
She took, to pay the rent, she took those famous pictures of her on a red bed.
Yeah.
Colours, right? Fucking topless. And it's Marilyn Monroe. She's a fucking good looking girl.
Yeah.
Right? A few years after, once her career had really taken off, the person who took those photographs released them.
Yeah.
And made a quick, fair buck from,
Yeah.
right, from the place. They were like, oh, it's going to fucking end her career. You know, Marilyn Monroe, this big star, she's now been seen topless. You know, she's a disgrace and fucking blah, 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 blah. Do you know what she did? She went, well, I looked pretty good back then, didn't I? She just completely rolled with it. She went, yeah, well, you know, I'm not ashamed of it at all. I took these photographs. They were released. Life moves on.
Yeah.
And that was it. To her, it was a non-issue. Despite the fact that in those days, people in the media, predominantly males, were saying that she should be ashamed. You know, she's a disgrace to society. Her career's over. It wasn't over at all. She rolled all the punches, went on.
And it done it for her.
Went from strength to strength. But now the media is basically saying the same thing. These people took these photographs. They've been released to the world. But instead of trying to pin the blame on these celebrities, over which they've got no blame whatsoever, except potentially looking at how fucking iCloud works, they're blaming everyone else. They're blaming the people who, in Marilyn Monroe's day, would have been
defensive.
Would have been disgusted.
Yeah.
We as the public would have been the offended in that situation. But now we're to blame. We're to blame for the photograph.
Yeah. How much more privileged were men to women back then?
Much more.
Exactly.
Much more.
Anna Kendrick, do you know who she is?
No.
I haven't got a fucking clue, but she's done a fantastic tweet. Someone has messaged, and it's been posted somewhere, of, I have never been happier to not see your name on a list. Don't worry, bro, it would just be photos of food and other people's dogs anyway.
But she wasn't in the list.
Yeah, so someone's basically said that's amazing.
Yeah.
I was looking into. I subscribe to the 4chan thing on Reddit, and I see a lot of the popular posts on 4chan. And did you see the fact that the guy who released them, he had a special tag, didn't he?
Yeah.
He basically said, "I need £5,000 now,
Yeah.
or I release Betty White's."
Yeah. And you know, I reckon Betty White wouldn't give a shit.
She would fucking love it. Although, you know, I'd love it as well.
Have we got anything else to say?
I don't.
Are we done with this?
Think so.
One final thing I will say, batting for the other team for a second. What I don't agree with is places like the Fappening subreddit or celebs or 4chan, right?
Yeah.
They're taking credit for the attention.
Yes.
Like there's been a lot of media reports about this, and rightly so. It's a big story.
Yeah.
But there are well populated and well upvoted threads on the subreddits saying, "Look, we made the media," or "Look, we're famous," or "We've become celebrities."
You've done nothing.
Yeah, you've done nothing except
you've clicked subscribe.
Yeah.
And just sat there waited for someone else to post in your thread. It's like
exactly, and it's like
it's hive mentality.
It is hive mentality, but to take credit for something you A, had part in, and B, did nothing to contribute to except to look and maybe post some comments doesn't make you part of the fucking news story.
No,
it just makes you. It's like saying fucking.
I watched Avengers. Look how well it done in the cinema.
Yeah, I must be part of this success.
Yeah,
no bollocks. So yeah, stop doing that. Stop taking credit for something that's not your fault and isn't something to be. Don't take credit for fucking having pictures stolen from someone's private collection. That's not something to be proud of. So, to you as well, guys, we've been dishing on the women for a lot of this, but the celebrities aren't to blame. Don't be a dick.
Yeah.
Alright? If you want to look at pictures, do it. If you want to make comments, do it. Don't try and take credit for the fucking news stories because it's nothing to do with you.
Yeah.